You're watching SKST Radio.
Well, welcome to another episode of SKST Radio, and you're tuned into SKST Artist Network. And today I have a very special friend today. She goes by the name of Natalie Nichole. Natalie, welcome to the show! All right, girl, it's just beautiful as you want to be. How's it going?
I'm good. Kicking, still kicking. Right.
Well, I tell you, this is a girls' night. We're going to have a good time. We're going to learn all about you and what you're working on and your projects and all that good stuff. Awesome. So, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. So, start off. Tell people who you are and how you got started.
So, my name is Natalie Nichole. People often wonder if I'm named after Natalie Cole, but I actually was named after Natalie Wood. So,
really?
There's that fun fact for you. I love both though. So, hey, much love and respect to both. I just got started when I was a really, really little girl. I mean, I've been singing since I was like 5 years old, and I started writing in like the 3rd grade and taking it more serious after like some talent shows where I just felt like, man, this is what I'm good at. This is what makes me feel special. And this is what makes other people feel special through me. Right. So, I just continued on from like 3rd grade, and, I didn't have like the easiest upbringing. So, I mean, I did write a book about my life. It's called It Was God. And it's more spiritual rather than like strict religion, but it is definitely just like my testimony of how I've navigated through my life and how I feel like God has been that guiding light. So it's just, I mean, we could touch on a lot of subjects. So it's really just.
Hey, you know what? This is your time, girl. So let the world know who you are. This is a time to shine, because sometimes you don't get those opportunities, to just be who you are, because to me, I feel any little words of wisdom, any nuggets, anything you say might help someone. Right. So this is the time for you to share your experience. So, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like any type of, nugget that I could possibly share would be to just walk into who you are. And it takes sometimes a long time to figure out who you are, but you do it piece by piece. Everything is like a step, right? So if you're good at something, don't be afraid of it. Keep practicing it, keep doing it, step into that. And then it leads you to your journey. I mean, life is unpredictable. And I don't think anybody really knows, what to do step by step. There's no rule book, right? So other than the Bible, right? So we just have like a guide, and then we kind of got to figure it out. So don't be afraid to step into who you are and take those steps, because even when you're uncertain, it'll lead you to where you're supposed to be.
Wow. So let's talk about your musical career. So when you first started singing, I want to hear that part. Did you sing with the broom or the hairbrush? I mean, how did you know that you had that singing bug going on?
Definitely. I mean, when I was a little girl, my mom tells me about stories where I was in the back seat singing like every word to the radio. And I was like, before I could even talk. So I think it was just built in. But for me, when I was about like 5 years old, I just knew like, man, I'm good at this. And my sister would get mad at me all the time because she wasn't a singer. So she'd be like, shut up, be quiet, stop singing all the songs. So I did it anyway. And I definitely sang in my hairbrush all the time. I was in the shower singing all the time. It was innate. I couldn't get away from it. It was my happy place. So.
Oh, wow. That's good. Yeah. So when did you go from, I just enjoy singing as a little girl, to this is what I want to do for a living?
Right. I think it was like that 3rd grade talent show that I had that I mentioned. I sang I'm Going Down by Rolls Royce, remade by Mary J. Blige, if anybody wants to know the logistics. But then, because I got on the stage and everybody was clapping. Afterwards, everybody approached me, and I was just like, this feels right. I haven't felt this before, and it feels good. And knowing that I could make the audience feel what I was singing about was everything.
Mhm.
And then
Wow.
to add on writing my songs, starting to write songs, I was like, man, I can make you feel what I have felt. That was icing on the cake. So, I mean, a third grade was like I know I'm supposed to do this. And then after that, I just never stopped.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest challenge you have being a performer?
I mean, challenges as in like nervousness, or challenges as in just like the nitty gritty, having to like,
The nitty-gritty. You know,
I feel like there's tons of challenge, especially as a young woman, that I face daily. I mean, we were talking before we aired about how people ask who's boss, right? Or who's in charge here. And whenever it's a girl or a young lady who knows what she wants, people get either intimidated by that or question it, or, and that's always something that I've had to deal with. And I've always been very headstrong and know what I want. And even as like a 15-year-old, I was like, this is how I want my album cover. This is how I want the song to sound. This is what I wrote about. And
Mhm.
people don't necessarily always like that. So, I mean, that's a challenge daily. That's a challenge all my life.
It's interesting that you say that because I'm feeling that now in my adult life,
Yeah.
as a businesswoman, as
Mhm.
a person that knows her craft,
Right.
and in a man's world,
Right.
and so you think in real estate. Well, when you
Hmm.
think real estate, you see a cute little realtor showing space, right?
Right.
But do you think about the person that's behind her, the person that's really willing and dealing in the real
Right.
estate business, right?
Right.
So I experienced that, and I'm literally feeling that now because
Right.
it's a man's world.
Yeah, everything is like revolving around how it's supposed to be, and what is, if I can do it, let me do it. Don't take an opportunity from me or make it seem like I'm incapable. I'm just as capable. Like,
See, you said the key word. Make you feel like you're not capable of it.
yeah,
And
they
that's
tried to.
that's the point. Yeah, you see,
All
I
the
didn't
time.
even have to say it. You already
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah, I mean, and it's sad because we could probably create a lot of awesome things together. I mean, if we stopped belittling each other, really, I mean, that's what it
Mhm,
comes to. You
mhm.
act like, or people act like, you can't do that because you're a woman, or it takes too much work to do that. Are you up for it? Or you have emotions and all this stuff. If I have emotions, it's probably a better thing. I mean, I might be more empathetic to people and make better decisions. Like,
Right.
come on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So going back to your challenges.
Right.
So now that you know who you are,
Hmm.
you know what you want,
Right.
and you know where you're going.
Right.
So now that you have all this together, now you got it together now. At
Right.
first, it was a challenge trying to get there, but now you're there.
Right.
So what's next?
We just gonna hit them. We just gonna hit the ground running. I mean, like I said, before the camera was on, we were talking girl chat. I'm working on a tour. We're going on another tour. We're doing tons of music. I have an album I'm working on.
Wow.
Goodness gracious, we're doing the audio book for my book it's a bestseller. I mean, hey, we
Yeah.
working. I mean, I'm just gonna
Congratulations.
thank you. I'm just gonna continue to spread my wings. I mean, God gave me these gifts to use, and that's all I can do. Really, is just step into those things. I'm good at writing songs and creating music. I'm good at going on tour, performing, meeting the people, connecting with
Yeah.
others, and I'm good at telling my testimony. So I just got to keep doing those things. That is what's next, and that will always be what's next for me.
Right. Right. So what's next? What's next? Ready for the next one. So okay.
Right.
So you're doing all this. What about your siblings? What about your support system? Who do you have that's there in your corner helping and supporting you?
I mean, DJ T Nice. I mean, he's always gotten me opportunities. I mean, look, we're here. I'm getting to talk to you on your show, and it's a great opportunity for me.
Well,
And
thank you.
yeah, absolutely. And he plays me. He's been playing my music since I was 15 years old. So people like him that are in my corner, that's a support system I consider. I mean, I have DJs in Waco that knew me when I was 15 as well, and new people that I've met that are awesome, just kind, and people who are willing to give a chance to an indie artist. My mother, she's my rock. I mean,
oh, that's good.
She's my number one supporter. I wouldn't be able to do anything without my mom. She's the one that instilled in me that anything is possible, and if you work for it, you can get it. And she's the strongest woman I've ever met in my life.
Wow.
And even I just recently lost my father. He was actually my stepfather, but he's the only father I knew. And he was a supporter, and I feel like now he's just gonna be my angel, watching over you. Absolutely. So I mean, I feel like I have a good support team around me, just good friends, good spouse, good sister, good mother, and that's all you can ask for. I mean, it's not like a whole bunch of people, but it's enough. To keep you going.
It's your team. It's your team, no matter how big or how small. It's your team.
Absolutely.
And so that's so cool. That's so cool. So now you have the song.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your song.
Yes. Okay. So this song, I've been waiting for this song to come out for so long. I wrote it a while back, but obviously it's all new vocals, it's new beat, everything like that. And it's basically about being in a relationship that is kind of toxic. You realize that, man, no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try, you're not going to choose me. So I'm just not going to do this anymore.
Yeah. Bye.
Right. And yet, though, it's kind of somber in a way where it's like, I can't sleep. I want you, but like, I know you're bad for me. So it's just like a realization. That's what it is. It's a realization of like, gosh, all the things you've done, and yet I still can't sleep. So this one's kind of sexy. It's you want it, but you don't,
Yeah, just kind of weigh your options out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I actually have Can't Sleep.
Yes.
Can we play it?
Absolutely. Play it all day.
Right. So let's see if we can get this rolling.
Touching me, kissing me, loving me. I love you.
Ooh, sexy thing going on.
Overdosed on overthinking. Got some problems with depression. Can't sleep, can't eat, been drinking Henny. I drove myself crazy trying to be the one I thought you really needed. Then I found out there's no use in dreaming. I don't wanna sleep since I lost a piece of me. Cause honestly, you keep it from me, babe. I can't get relief. This on repeat, babe. I'm losing my sanity, losing my sanity. I just wanna stay here. You've been on my brain. I just wanna lay here. It ain't been the same. I give you my soul, babe. Can't erase the way we touch. Don't wanna forget about us, babe. All on FaceTime, looking at you, feeding me lies. Got me confused. I lay in my mind, almost sleeping at night, on a whole nother vibe shine. Girl, speak your mind, fuck all these signs. I'm getting tired of proving. End of the night, it's part of life. You'll be the one that's losing. Do what you always do. Go on your phone, throw it online, girl. Love me like one of your guys, baby. I can't walk away. I just wanna stay here. You've been on my brain. I just wanna lay here. It ain't been the same. I give you my soul, babe. Can't erase the way we touch. Don't wanna forget about us, babe. I just wanna stay here. You've been on my brain. I just wanna lay here. It ain't been the same. I give you my soul, babe. Can't erase the way we touch. Don't wanna forget about us, babe.
Woo! That was beautiful.
Thank you.
You got a new fan. That's
That makes me happy.
cute and sexy. Yeah, girl. Oh my gosh. Okay, so making that song, you wrote it?
Yes, absolutely. All my songs. I write all my
Oh
songs.
my gosh, girl. So was this true life experience or just something that just came to you?
All of my songs. You know,